Hey folks, Jonathan here. Wanted to do this new intro for anybody that's just now coming to my channel. Here's a wrecker I built 2 years ago. I also build rollbacks, rat rods, steam engines, you name it, whatever it is, we liable to build it. But we're working on a four-wheel drive wrecker build right now. And to get you up to date on it, I'll show you. Here it is as it sits today. 7.3 International diesel, Allison automatic, 4-speed, 1957 front end and rear end out of an International Navy truck, 616 gears, and we've got it together and running enough to actually road drive. But we are building a sliding rotator, hydraulic outriggers on the side, hydraulic outriggers on the back. The boom will be able to move all the way back and rotate around, and this is where we stand now. But keep watching if you want to see it finished. Okay folks, we're just trying to tighten up some loose ends here. We've got all our holes drilled. We're still going to make our plates for our reinforcement for the sides, but all them are in. You know, this is the plate we done for the outrigger. We're finishing up the other plate for the outrigger. And when I welded all this up, this actually warped up about 1/4 inch. So we've got it pulled down with the ratchet strap there around the frame. And we'll get it on welded. And moving right along with it, got all the bolts, the new bolts for the brackets, the longer bolts I needed, got all them bolted in, and did do some machining on the carriage pieces. I'm going to do some more of that here in a little while and try to get them ready. But like I said, we're trying to get all this stuff wrapped up on it, and I'll show you more. Okay folks, we've got one side bolted in. We're not through drilling and bolting, but we've got some of the bolts in, and then got it welded to our subframe. We ended up having to go 3/8 on each side, and we've got the other one up there, and just gotta drill some holes and do some welding, and we'll get it on. And like I said before, we're going to make a plate that goes on this, and it slides up in and bolts in. I was going to be these closer together, but that plate's going to come out too wide to be able to get it in and out, so I'm going to leave it just like it is. But we will get that pretty soon, and I'm going to try to get them pieces machined and finished up for the carriage, and maybe get that rolling here shortly. Show you more. Okay folks, we've got both of our plates machined, the squares on them, and we're going to go ahead and get this get these lined up where they need to be, and get them drilled and bolted on. I don't like the situation with the grease fitting. I think we're going to change something around a little bit. I think what I'm going to try to do, you can see the grease fittings come out the end on these, right there. And they actually had it set up like this, and it's coming out the bottom. And you know, I know my plate's a little longer sticking down, but it still would have been really rough to get in there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually face them this way. I'm going to come up with a little pipe that will slide in, because these are non-threaded, it's the pop ends. But we're going to come up with a little piece of pipe that will go in and curve down quick if I've got to make something, or come up with a piece of copper or something after we get this mounted. And I'm going to drill a hole through, and then I'm going to tap the other side and put the grease fitting on the inside of this plate. And that way we can shoot the grease in it with no problem. But that'll be next. Go ahead and get that finished up so we can get our carriage done. And picked up something else I want to show you. Okay folks, I picked up a Seesaw. It's a PCM 875 plasma cutter. And this is supposed to be good for 1 1/4, but oh, you know, an older machine, but I've got to get some consumables for it. And it does cut pretty good with, you know, what's there, but you can see that it's football shaped on the tip. So I mean, it definitely needs replaced, but you know, I was cutting 3/4 with it with no problem. So never had one before, so this is my first one. Of course, bought it used, and you know, we'll see how it does, but might speed things up a little bit and keep me from warping so much thinner stuff when I cut it. And you know, even like the 1/4 inch help it out a little bit anyway. But I'm going to wrap this up, and we're going to get back on the wrecker and stay on it as much as we can anyway. And I want to let you know too that Phase-O-Matic sent me another phase converter, and they actually updated it to the heavy duty. And so I've got it. I hadn't hooked it up yet, but we'll get it hooked up. But we'll get this set up. I want to build a cart for it, so I don't have to carry it around here when I move it. But appreciate everybody watching, subscribing, commenting, liking. Till next time, bye.